How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Hawkland, Hawk's Nest, with Medicine Hawk. Got new glasses after 10 years. Started to have to take care of myself instead of taking care of other people. Probably hear me cough a lot. Maybe hack some stuff up. Got some of that chest crud going on. May see me spit on the floor, but don't worry, it's dirt. There's a section where the wood stove and a little kitchen area inside the tent here that's all dirt floor. It does for a little bit of dust on stuff. But the rest of it's palleted, and it's got carpet and plastic and cardboard in between the carpet and coverings. So it's actually kind of like a living room, a cold living room sometimes. It's the second winter out here. So, not feeling the greatest. Found out some ironic news the other day with a court matter. And my separated excuse me, partner that I'm glad is gone. Very happy to be by myself and single. Not for the purposes of going out and dating and running around and playing that whole scene. You know, I'm just too old for that shit. I ain't got time for the bullshit. Ain't got time for the head games. Me being a Gemini, I'm not really the kind of guy you want to play head games with. Can be very, very good at it. And when you're working with law, when you do certain types of security, there's that word. I'll get back to that. You have to learn how to play mind games. You have to think. You have to strategize. Think on your feet. Ask the right questions. Notice the right movements. A good friend of mine told me I say too much. So I may or may not choose to correct that. Although, see right there, I almost had it. I got to chuckle at myself a little bit. I may or may not choose to correct it, although it would be good exercise for me to be more aware exactly in the moment of words and different things that come out of my mouth. I've never met a soul that probably could not be better about being mindful of their words. Speaking of that, not only words, but mindful of one's thoughts and emotions. Get a little coffee here, probably not the best thing for not, having that chest butter BS going on. There's certain information going on in my life, and I'm really kind of struggling with some things, people. I'm not going to lie. I know there are many others out there that are in way worse off positions than I, excuse me, than I am. the animals that my ex abandoned here, are for the most part all in good shape. I have lost a couple of small chickens. That does happen. Off grid in the woods, there's cougars, there's coyotes, bobcats. I've got 3 possums here running around eating from whether it be compost piles, the chicken feeder. Had 3 female goats. Have 3 female goats, 1 male, and one of the females started to go lame. I noticed she wasn't coming to the feeder. She wasn't really standing up well. A couple of days later, I go out there at least twice a day. Lately, it's been 3 to 4 times a day. She miscarried twins intentionally. I'm freaking out. It's about 10 o'clock, probably 10:30 right now ish p.m. And of course, I have no idea what I'm doing. Never done any of this before, and look down and there's a black spot, and what is this? And holy crap, a baby goat. No fur, so I was told there was very little, if any, chance of survival. She had 2, they have passed, and she's in rough shape. I do not know exactly what's going on. I can't really afford a veterinarian right now. Doing the best I can. From reading online, there may be some things that were in the food. We got round bales. She bought round bales a while back, so that hasn't been a big issue. But on some of these larger round bales, that you get mold and stuff on the outside. I don't know if some of that got in there. I try to clean all that stuff out. Chlamydia. There could be a bunch of different reasons, but she's still alive. Her appetite went up. Crashed again. I may have to make a executive decision what to do in the very near future regarding animals that were abandoned in my lab. Now, you can ask yourself the question, why don't you just get rid of them? There are certain procedures that need to happen. One of them in Bible land, or according to the Bible, is one way. In accordance with the secular, it's slightly different. Then over time, you started getting a vested interest, and even before they were abandoned here, I had a vested interest. She was just not very good at she's not very good at taking care of things, including the children, animals, or whatever. Her dog is still here, right, Polly? Oh, where you at? Oh, she's outside keeping guard duty because that's what she's good at. Anyway, I'm feeling a little better today. Not the greatest, but I chose to grab the camera. I was monkeying around with the guitar and just playing, "Hey Gunner, how are you doing, buddy?" Yeah. So sorry I'm not doing anything crazy or silly or anything like that right now. in my life, I haven't had the easiest. Sure, I have predominantly more options and choices than maybe people in other countries. I haven't been to all those other countries. I really wouldn't know. I've been to a lot of different countries, but not all of them. I'd like to go. They're just corporations to me with different political corporate agendas. You look at the movie Star Wars, or the Empire is basically corporate, and that's kind of what we're facing. These corporations that pose as government agencies of authority that in reality the people gave them the stupid authority. Even in the Bible, because God was the authority before mankind decided to say, hey, God, we don't want your crap, we want other people's crap, we want to be nations like other men. Okay, sure, go ahead. Serve the corporations, watch what happens. And here we are today, and it's very, very, very hard to get out of. That's one of the things that I'm running into with this recent legal thing with the ex and the children. Is she elected not to put me on the birth certificate, which gives me no standing on the at-law side of the equation to make a claim, even though they were signed over in trust, and other paperwork and things are in place, and other certain things. Before you burn yourself, I don't necessarily want to give a whole lot of detail about some things that have happened. My family's been greatly affected. Not only immediate myself and these girls, but also my other relatives locally in the area that have taken upon themselves to really assist, predominantly for the benefit of these girls, and as it should be. As a grown man, by myself, I'm pretty okay with taking care of myself. I just bit off way more than I could chew 4 years ago, and really lacked the assistance from the family unit to really afford the entire family to grow and share the burden of being a family with household chores and different things like that. And unfortunately, we live in a society where, sure, I'm on the phone. Last couple of months, I've spent quite a bit of time online or on the phone. It's pretty easy to do, especially in the information age with all the things that could be studied out there. I mean, it's really a gift, but it can also be a curse. If you're doing something with it that benefits yourself and benefits others and makes, Earth a better place, because quite honestly, who gives a crap about making the world a better place? The world is just a fictional overlay. It might as well be the internet or the paper world. It's all the same crap. The world of substance that we live in here on planet Earth with all the trees, the little animals and stuff, they're very distinctly, the truth becomes self-evident. It can't get any more obvious. You can't walk into a room somewhere and be like, wow, man, I just met the state of Michigan. Living and breathing, all up and animated. Ain't gonna happen. United States, Uncle Sam, Russia, the Soviet Union, Israel. Now, when I look at the word Israel, it could be broken down Israel. Is for ISIS, Ra for Ra, and El for, some of the spiritual law guys out there are going to be like, it's this! Elohim, or... To me, Israel is that which is real. But this stuff's only temporary. This is in the world of matter, substance, right? Gunner, enough. Please, lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. You're getting on my nerves. You're getting on my nerves. I'll go lay down. That's a very annoying habit. Where was I? Israel is that which is real. Now, in the world of matter, there's something behind that. It's called will, the masculine principle. To me, the world of matter is feminine in its nature. It does have a masculine component to give it an opposing force for creation. For instance, the 3D world wouldn't exist without 6 equal directions of force. Up, down, which is your height, your width, and your length. Equal force upon a molecular structure, etc. But in its overall nature, the world of matter, if you think about it, it's created in the womb or in the ground. It is a womb for the divine will, in my humble opinion. The divine will that impregnates the world of matter with ideas and thoughts, which is part of the creative process that we are co-creators and we have the ability to use. Many are aware of this. You can use it for your own benefit. You can use it for the benefit of others. Be careful how you use it. I can tell you that. What you put out there, you get back. That's why over the last year or so, with my partner running around slandering me, telling people that I'm this, that, the other thing, abusive, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty reasonable in trying to, in working through and resolving and coming to a good, healthy solution for everybody. I'm not perfect, but again, being a Gemini, I'm not put on this planet to put up with everybody's shit. But yet, I don't want to give a lot of people shit. I really just want to be left alone. But again, if I do harm somebody, please bring it to my attention. But you have all these Karens out there. They're, oh, you flip flop. Your one toenail's cracked. Oh, you can't come in for stupid reasons. Do everybody a favor and go jump off a cliff. Because we weren't put on this planet to govern each other, tell each other what to do. One cannot rule over another without the other's consent. And all this social conditioning is just socialism. It's all worldly bullshit. So how can we come up with a peaceful resolution between the worldly bullshit and the world of that which is real, Israel? We the people. Except not in the format that we created another stupid fictional government, but go home to God, the real government that lives within you in the kingdom of God. Ooh, it's not that freaking hard. Sorry, I'm a little frustrated. I'm a little sick. I'm going to call it what it is. You know how hard it is to get this idea through a judge's head? But yet if you go, under what authority do you judge this living soul, creation and property of God? Watch their reaction. Now, just because this may go wherever it goes, they may see that coming because they're studying you all the time. You people have no clue. You really don't. They know everything about you. What do you think the records are all about? What do you think all the constant surveillance, all the cameras, all of this, all of that? You would be amazed at the tracking technology. That's probably now in your body. Yeah, stick that stuff up your nose with a little Morgellons and the black little crap on it. Hey, give me a C, give me an O, give me a V, give me a... Yeah, I'll leave that right there. Because you people are mentally and spiritually dead most of the time. And you know who pays for it? the most precious gifts given to this planet. Children. Sons and daughters. Because mom and dad don't take the time to know the law. And if they do, they're too weak or feeble-minded to actually carry through with it. And I get it. I'm tired. This soul is tired. Man, all I want to do is enjoy the rest of my days and teach these two little earth angels what it's all about while I protect them. Homeschool them. I want them to be interactive with their brothers and sisters on this planet, but I don't necessarily want them to be socialized. Now, I used to be proud as a veteran. Just another fiction. Just another dumbass that was willing to buy mentally in the bullshit. Now, the original idea, the Confederation, and the original idea of the Constitution to protect the inherent rights afforded to the people of the North America, really, or even the world, to come out from underneath the man king and go back to God, and then have a government in place like the Levites, maybe, that would minister their estates out from underneath the Pope, out from underneath the man king crown, but the real king, back under the real king, Almighty God, the living God, the Jesus Christ that lives in your heart. If you're a true Christian, I don't even like the word Christian because I don't believe that Christ was Christian. And to me, phonetically, Christian is Christ shun. It's all wordplay and word magic and all that bullshit, people. I'm not sure how long this video is going to go. I put I bought a new memory card. I almost got let's make it 5. I'm gonna make fun of myself. Even maybe Bruce Lee said not to. You know, I love you guys. I may not always act like it, and if you're perceiving that I'm acting like I don't love you, it is a form of love. Typically, it's called tough love. Because sometimes you do a disservice and a dishonor to your brothers and sisters by putting up with their bullshit and their behaviors that just is inspired by demon thoughts, demons, selfishness, narcissism. I know a lot of people look at me like I'm a narcissist. Everything I've ever done is to preserve myself to serve God. And if you don't like that, go take a hike. If I have physically injured you, that's one thing. I could tell you this, if I do physically injure someone, it's for good cause and in defense of myself and others. And that's a very rare occurrence. My favorite movie, one of them, was Roadhouse. Be nice until it's not time to be nice. And sometimes some of you assholes out there, you push people's freaking buttons, but then when you